connection quite slow. My internet is slow. These are new changes. 23 it is. So question 1, you need to draw a FDD. Okay, this is FDD. You will need to come up with your own FDD for speed pass. Normally FDD is to show the modules. Okay, this one I already add it in. For inventory system, we can get it from the notes. And then library system is available from notes. Of a hotel system. Oh, this is nice. Ada room reservation to manage room. This is the master file. Okay. Reserve services. Yeah, like the room service. Okay. Manage the services. Yes, to this is to do the CRUD. Okay, remember your create, retrieve, update, delete. Master file. If you refer to your assignment, when we talk about what is this? In the DFD, it mentioned when it mentioned file maintenance. Okay, this is for hotel. The file maintenance can be for the room. Okay, the CRUD for the room and also for the services lah. And then the check-in work time. Okay. For this particular hotel system, can have the employee attendance also. And then these are the available modules. Okay. I think the log on no need to add lah. Okay, no need to add. But then it depends on the case study. Okay, good, fairer. Airline system. Oh, Kelvin belum ada. Perhaps Kelvin. Airline system. What should an airline system have in terms of maintenance, file maintenance? Can you think of anything? Kalau hotel, reserve room. Kalau airline system, reserve apa?
Booking.
Yeah, correct. Booking. Okay. What do we call that? Reserve for airline. We can have a reservation. Okay, the reservation module. Okay, apa lagi? Kalau ada reservation module, then mesti ada check-in, correct? The web check-in, for example, and then even if you go to the airport, there's a kiosk for check-in, right? And then for fairer hotel, tertinggal satu. Instead of the room check-in kan, you have check-in for work time. I think better change this kan, because the most important thing for hotel is to do the check-in and check-out of the guest. That is one of the important thing. Okay, so I think we can add in the room check-in kan, check-in and also check-out.
Okay.
And then in the room check-in and check-out, this is where they will calculate the payment kan. Apa lagi? Check-in. If you reserve your ticket, can we cancel? Boleh kan? Cancellation. Tapi kalau Air Asia, they will not give you, what do you call that? It is last time I ever booked the free zero fare seat. Long time ago, they have this zero fare seat. But then I think there was what happened in Bali. The volcano thing, okay, and then didn't manage to go there. After cancel, they don't want to refund you. Yeah, lah, it's free, right? Let me see. Oops, before I continue, let me start the recording. Any more to add, Kelvin, for airline system?
Orang soalan.
Macam sini for Farrer punya hotel kan ada managed room, managed services. So this is file maintenance ini. So here you should have file maintenance. Okay. File maintenance model, the CRUD ba? Okay, the CRUD like for the plan route, okay, the destination, the price, apalagi the guest list, all those need to be entered. Macam for the hotel, to manage the room, but then I see here is create work order, create work order. Oh, now I'm not familiar with this. Can you explain further?
Create work order like the manager creates the work for the staff like that.
Okay, the one that I mentioned just now is the file maintenance module. This is the CRUD. I'm sure you'll understand what is CRUD. Yeah? The create, retrieve, update, and also delete. For hotel, it might be for the rooms, like we need to create the rooms. Okay, room 001. Okay, this is what room? Single room or the VVIP room, and then the description. Okay, first floor, second floor, and then what is the room rate? All those. Perhaps there's an increase in the price, then can retrieve that particular room and then change the room rate. Okay, the room, and then the services like perhaps the room services. Okay, what do you call that? I cannot remember anything. Any other services? Laundry, maybe there's a sauna and so on.
Isn't that like a self services like that?
Self-service?
Yeah, I mean like laundry and all.
Depends on the hotel. Sometimes you can request for laundry service where you just leave your
Yeah.
Kan?
Okay. Yeah.
Leave your bag, or there's a laundry bag, and then you put everything in. You call, okay, you need laundry service, and then they will pick up and then they do the laundry for you. Something like that lah, services. So you need to keep track of, okay, service 001 is laundry service, okay, and then the description per kg, how much is the rate, and so on. These are the things that you need to maintain in a hotel system lah. Okay.
Okay.
For airline file maintenance module, what file should you have? I think the what do you need? The airplane.
Airplane needs seat.
The plan detail, right? With the seat number and all those, like the route. Don't forget the route, like for BKI, KUL. what is the rate, what is the price for business class, economic class. Yeah, okay, so we have all those and so on. And then reserve the ticket, check in, cancel, or then just add lah. Another one would be the reporting module lah. Every every system should have a reporting module. If you notice, there's always file besides the file menu, there's also a report menu. This is in fact also mentioned in your what is it? Oh, the assignment question. This assignment question say for your speed bus, you should include the file maintenance module and the reporting module. All right, and then you need to find other main processes for your speed bus ticketing system. So for your ticketing system, then should be the reservation or booking, right? Let me see here. Oh, other report. We can see the report here. This is for the book loan. Add and remove book is the file maintenance, where add new books, update existing book, delete. Perhaps sometimes they need to what you call write off those old books. Then that one is delete book or change it to write off books. So from this library system, you can see the main module would be the loan, book loan module kan? Book loan module. See here it is named as the loan management, and then we have the file maintenance. File maintenance module. This time it's for the books. Okay, for the books. And then there's also what else? Reporting module. Reporting. Book loan module, and the sub module would be borrow. Okay, and then we have the return and also the reserve the book. Okay, means the borrower, they want to borrow the book, but it is still being borrowed by another say student, and then right after the book has been returned, then the person who reserved the book will get to borrow the book afterwards. Okay, and then for the hotel, the most important thing for the hotel would be the reservation. Okay, the reservation module. Okay, for the reservation module, we're talking about the room reservation. Okay, the room reservation module. Your bus ticketing system, then it should be to reserve the ticket. All right, the bus ticket. And then for airline, then when we talk about reservation, we're talking about the air ticket, right? Air ticket reservation module. And that's about it. Any questions so far for this?
The file maintenance, maintain what? The record.
Sorry, Noel?
The file maintenance module. Maintain what?
Maintain?
Maintain what?
Is it just information? Is it just information only in the file?
The master file, like for airline, we need the plan.
No.
We need the plan info. Like for every route, you have the plan, correct? For this plan, it's AK, the idea of the plan, and then the capacity of the plan, and then For each of the route, it will have the plan. Which plan is it? The Airbus or what else? Airbus. Itulah. Okay, like for the hotel, then the room, the services, apa lagi?
The
Because
stuff.
the staff, because this is if this is about the hotel reservation system, not necessary. The staff is not necessary unless it's a very big hotel system lah. Okay, the staff means it's personnel system already. It depends on the system. Okay, like in library, it's all about the library. Let's check your case study, because in your case study, it's mentioned already, like, where was it? Like for library system, HR no need to include, begitu. Okay, exclude all this. Means we focus on the loan. All right. I can see apply to be a library member. Okay, we can add that one in. Book loan, before book loan module, membership registration. Actually, we can get the answer from our assignment question. Only if the student is a registered member, then he can borrow the book lah. Okay. Borrow, reserve, extend, return, calculate fines. For ticketing, okay, your focus then like airline industry. Oh, we have this reservation. Okay, these are the for the reservation. Included in the reservation can be the select seat. This is the sub module. Make payment. Okay, cancellation we have already. Oh, you can include refund and then collect of the ticket. Collect of the ticket can be linked to the make payment. So we will exclude accounting HR subsystem. Okay. So not necessary we add the stuff here lah, Noel. Okay, next is the question number 2. Question number 2. Okay, the system is the inventory system, raw material for a manufacturing firm. Design suitable reports that can be useful for staff at all levels. Okay, besides staff from the this manufacturing or production department, it can also be useful for other department user. Okay, so identify 4 reports with titles. So already given this. This is example. Stock aging, the content, show the number of days of stock turn in the store. Show number of days of stock turn. Stock turn. What did I type? Show number of days of stock turn in the store. Turn in. To analyze both slow and fast moving items. Stock turn in. Okay, this is a noun. Okay, Noel, quality report. So what will be the column included in the quality report? A product and the quality, bad or good, something like that.
It's like rating, kind of 1 to 5.
It's not that clear. This one, relevant to week 13, stock aging report. Let's see for images. So it will look something like this. So I'm not sure about your quality report, Noel. A bit slow. So for stock aging, you can see here for each stock, okay, current units in stock, okay, it means it shows within 30 days 25 will be taken out from the warehouse, something like that. Okay, based on the purchases and sales only, meaning currently they still have 59, but then out of 59 next month 25 has already been ordered, something like that. So this is how we look at the available stock, and then the purpose of this is to find out slow and fast moving items. Okay, like here, I think the first two is fast moving item, and then this one is also fast moving item. You can see, even though there are still currently stocks available, but then if you notice, there's based on the purchase or sales, this has been purchased. Okay, let's read. Okay, this report shows that the 59 cartons are in stock. So this one is in stock. 25 are between 30 and 60 days old. Okay, now I know. This is for, is this a wine? The example is for wine. A stock aging summary allows you to determine the age. Okay, this is another different stock aging. Another different stock aging, but if we follow this, then we can get this one. Determine the age of the current stock based on the date it received. So if you want to get this, we can change our what already? Oh, sure. Okay, let's change this. Show the age of the current stock. So I will name this stock aging summary. Stock aging, I name it as stock aging summary. Show the age, this is much more easier to understand. Show the age of the current stock based on the date it was received at a location. So help the manager to identify slow moving lines. Okay. So this is quite similar. But, since we have the example, right? Allow the manager to identify slow moving lines that we needs to address, and conversely products that have high stock turnover. Based on sales and purchase only. So, show the age. Okay. because we want to explain the content based on tracks based on purchases and sales only. So it does not track stock for created by packaging operation. Okay, tracks the age of stock that was purchased for resale. Purchase for resale shows the age of the current stock. Purchase for resale. Then again, our let me see. Yeah, boleh juga, because here it say include from other department, and here we can say that the stock is raw materials of the current stock or raw material. Assuming that then I think I make a mistake already, because this one is meant for manufacturing firm. So I think I got the wrong example, because this is for raw material, not for not for resale. So I remove this. Remove this. Show the age of the current stock or raw material based on the date it was received at the location. Okay, good. Okay, next. Let's see. For Noel, stock quality report. Have you found how can we get a quality report?
Oh, you mean the example?
Because I cannot imagine how does a stock quality report looks like. Is it like there's a column for the stock name, and then apa lagi? Quality, grade A, B, C.
Oh, well.
Can you find one example and share with us? Let me move on to fairer. Monthly. For fairer, yours is monthly summary stock report. Did I record? Should I record? A monthly summary stock report. Show the stock detail and use item. Okay. To analyze items, which one is less used and able to balance the purchasing order in the future. Okay, this one is monthly summary. Okay, I think I can imagine this one. Yeah, correct. Kelvin, stock market forecast. Market forecast shows the future projection of prices of raw materials. To make sure prediction of materials in the future, to decide to buy more when prices might go up in the future, or to wait when price of materials might drop in the future. Kelvin, can you find example for the stock market forecast?
Example.
Yeah. I'm interested to see this type of report where we can see forecasted price.
Miss, cannot find.
Itulah, I think this one we need to change lah. I never seen quality report, because if if you look here, must be based on the column, and then you remember you all learn that you can extract records from your database, right? From last semester. I'm not sure how you can extract this from the report. Let me see. How about stock category report? Paling senang. Okay, stock category report, where it can show what the stock item lah, based on the category. I think this one will be useful. Show the breakdown of stock items grouped by specified categories. Useful for the sales department because they want to sell. No, not necessary. Breakdown of stock item. Stock item here is the raw material, kan? Raw material.
Accounting.
Accounting for what decision?
Like they can see the category of each raw material, so they can see the separate cost for each category, like that.
Breakdown of stock items, the raw material groups by specified categories. Accounting, normally accounting department, they keep track of the flows of fund, like the general ledger, profit and loss. So I don't think this type of report is useful for them. Perhaps it's for the marketing manager. No, because this is for raw material, kan? For manufacturing firm. Responsibility of designing suitable reports that could be useful for staff at all levels. A stock category show the breakdown of stock. Kalau manufacturing manager, to make sure they have enough raw materials for manufacturing. Acceptable kah? Can you rephrase the sentence?
So the report name should be like stock balance.
Stock what?
Balance. Like
Balance, ada balance, stock balance. I think the balance will be added here lah, in the summary, say monthly summary stock. Okay, for this particular stock, how many are left? Okay, so this one will be used by the warehouse manager. Since your user is a manufacturing manager, then he needs to know the various stock available. This is for him to find out whether they have all the various types of raw materials needed for manufacturing, kan?
or if like categorized by product.
Category lah, group by category, like raw material, like perhaps it's rubber or plastic. I'm not sure because there's no more information given here, right?
So the content show the quantity of the raw material.
Show the breakdown of then tambah sini lah with the quantity. Yeah, you can add that one with quantity, and then you can refresh this one lah. Why is it useful for the manufacturing manager? Okay, so here you can see that as a software developer, we really need to know the business processes. Like if you're not familiar with manufacturing, then you need to study for it. But then for in a real world, as a SA, you will conduct the fact gathering. Okay, that's why you need to meet with the user, understand the existing system, how they work. Then you're able to develop the system for them, which also include the report design. Yeah, okay, I think it's good. Okay. Kelvin, how about your market forecast? Any example?
I cannot find example.
Market itulah where when I look at your decision apa ni? This is purpose kan? A report that can show the prediction of prices. Macam tak boleh kan? Macam tak boleh. You memang tak boleh. Ataupun since Ferris ini sudah ada, you already have monthly summary stock report. Let me see. ABC, oh ada ABC analysis. What is ABC analysis? Oh yeah, ada. When it comes to stock or inventory management, ABC analysis typically segregate inventory into 3 categories. A is 80% of total revenue. B is 30% item with 15%. C is 50% of the things. Oh, I don't understand.
If I just write like stock consumption report, can
Stock consumption report, and then the report is for which the manager?
it's for the warehouse manager. Like just check how much the stocks depleting. If that can.
Then better is meant for purchasing manager.
I'm sure
So that purchasing manager can make decision to buy raw materials. Yeah, boleh. Then you need to make the changes.
Stock depletion report.
I don't think you can show just the red lah. Kan just a number lah kan?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ada kata stock depletion.
I just make
That's
up on
fine. Mana tahu ada report. Mana tahu ada example. Stock depletion. Inventory report. No. Search and stock depletion. Images. Mana tahu ada. Oh, stock depletion. Kalau begitu kan, instead of depletion, we change it to stock balance. Macam just now ada Noel mention. Tapi for this one, why it is different from Ferrer? Ferrer is monthly. Yang ini stock balance where I guess a purchasing manager anytime on-demand report, anytime he wants to see the stock balance report, then he click on this report. Yang this one is only for monthly summary lah. Okay, monthly summary. And then show the balance of the
how is it?
Show the balance. Normally for purchasing manager, he needs to the balance of for selected items of stock lah. Because if it's meant for purchasing manager, he will only want to see the balance for the selected items of stock, and then make decision. No need to analyze, just to make decision to buy the raw materials. Make decision to buy raw materials.
So if the stock reach a certain threshold, then they buy like that.
That one is another good report. For this one is where the purchasing manager can just click, okay, select certain raw materials that he want to check, okay, and then it will display the stock balance, and then see whether he need to purchase more or not. Okay, meant for purchasing manager. Kalau begitu, this one Farah punya to analyze item. Which one is less used and able to balance the purchasing? In fact, the purchasing is done by purchasing manager. Kalau warehouse normally is just to monitor, kan?
So this one is suitable for the purchasing manager.
Yeah, purchasing manager. But then as a warehouse manager, do you think he needs to know what he has in the warehouse? Yes, right?
Yeah.
But then not for purchasing, because purchasing is done by purchasing manager, and so we need to refresh this.
So how about like stock manager?
Stock manager? Sama lah warehouse manager.
Oh, okay.
But then I don't think ini we need to remove lah, Farah. Let's refresh this.
Okay.
Because for warehouse manager, he just needs to monitor the various monitor lah kan, to monitor the various what do you call that, raw materials available in the warehouse. Since this is, you mentioned monthly, on a monthly basis.
Okay.
Anything to add here? How about you, Noel?
I think okay already.
Yeah, this is I spend quite a bit time in this part, because week 13 you need to come up with type of reports for your bus ticketing system. Okay, hopefully you can apply to your bus ticketing. Here for our case, it's for manufacturing firm, inventory system for raw material, and then you need to here we need to have a suitable report title with the correct content, and the content, the title of the report should be how to say, what's the word already? The content should be reflecting the title of the report lah. And then the purpose here should be reflecting on who will use the report. So if it's a warehouse manager, then he will use for materials. Okay, I think it should be okay for the question 2. Ooh, I think I lost my connection. Am I back?
Oh, just now.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're done with this. Question 3. Is this the last? Oh, no. Input validation. This one will be it's in oops. Okay, this one is in week 10 under the system design. You need to come up with a suitable validation check. Okay. Checking the daily hours worked by an employee. Yeah, this is correct. This one check a numeric field must only contain numbers or numeric data type check. Correct. Verify that the customer number matches the customer number in the file. Yeah, existence check or presence check. Okay. Or presence check. Okay, and then check that suitable values are entered or else record will not be saved. Null value, suitable value.
Oh yeah.
Data type.
Data type kah? Oh yeah. Let me confirm. I need to check the notes. Where's our notes? PowerPoint. System design. Let me find first. What's the keyword? Validation. Okay, I found it already. Existence or presence check is when whether it exists or not. Kalau null value not left blank, just to make sure that a value has been entered. Our question is suitable values are entered. Yeah, betul. I think Kelvin, you are correct. Data type check. Agree kah everyone?
If the
I
format check.
Oh, format check pun macam boleh. Let me see. Where's the format check? Check that data conform to certain picture. Yeah, macam yeah, I think I agree with you. Suitable value. In this case, kalau it doesn't follow the format, record cannot be saved, right? Just like in your database. And then if it's the wrong data type, also it cannot be saved also. So in this case, I will select both answer lah. Okay, so Noel, you can change it to data type check or format check because both are applicable. Okay, check that transaction must be entered chronologically. Ini paling senang, sequence check. Okay, and then input payment value of 5 cent and 5 million to both pass a simple limit check for a payment. Yeah, this is correct. Limit check definitely is limit check. Tapi kan check for a payment value greater than 0. And yet both values could be errors. Greater than 0. Yeah, this is a limit check. Means a lower limit. Lower limit check. Can this be a range check?
No, there's no limit to the value.
Yeah, limit check. Yeah, I accept limit check. Correct. So these two already answered. Okay, the final question. Suggest 3 design areas which a system designer can include to reduce manual enter of data. Oh, salah. Tiga-tiga salah nih.
All wrong.
Oh, all wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. The reason here I put I underline kan, normally we enter data manually, tapi when we enter data manually, the data entry clerk will make lots of mistake, and then because of this it takes longer time lah to do the data entry. So in your opinion, how can you reduce manual data input? Manual data input.
Manual data input.
Then add input that pull down list lah.
Oh,
Kan? Just select if that particular field, rather than asking them to enter the date in various format, might as well give them a calendar, pull down the list. Correct? So
Oh,
can add in.
so meaning the answer is like the design itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so one of you can put pull down list, meaning the user can simply select from the list, so there will be no error lah kan, mistake. How about default values? Can this reduce the manual data entry?
oh yeah.
Boleh kan? So you can add that one in also. Default values means the values are entered by the system lah. So if the user accept the default value, then he can skip and continue with the next input. So will it reduce manual data entry? Yes. Ada lagi kah? What else we can use?
The date.
Calendar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can add calendar, and here I can see check boxes and radio button. Kan? Rather than asking the user to manually type, if you can give them the list, all right, like they just simply select from the radio buttons or check boxes, that will reduce manual data entry. Do you agree?
Oh yeah.
So this type of question, it's not really directly from our notes. Pull down menu, default values, auto fill in. Auto fill in is default values. So for Kelvin, how about the check boxes and radio button?
Oh.
means the user just tick the check boxes or just select from the radio button. So there no need to type manually. So this one is much more faster and definitely will reduce the mistake, because this is the problem with enter the data manually. We want to avoid mistake and to make the data entry much more faster. I think if I put here, suggest tree design. Okay. Okay, very good. I think we're done already. Just nice. 2 minutes. Is it clear? All the answers that we have discussed?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time for our practical class already. So shall we move on to the next meet?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, see you there. I think Kelvin, he doesn't have the meet link, because I checked he's the only one who didn't. Oh, Adaba, he already accept the invitation.
Uh,
Maybe he manually go to Gmail, I think.
Oh, the one that he hasn't accept the invitation is the tutorial practical ada. But then in my Google Classroom, I also put the meet link. But then never mind. I think we deserve a 5 minutes break. Do you think? Or you want to continue with the presentation so that you all will have time for your in-class work?
yeah, 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes, yeah. So I put here 5 minutes break before the start. Yeah, we need that since it's a back-to-back class. Okay, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Okay, are you ready to present? Okay, anytime you're ready, you can present your screen.
So, good afternoon. So today we are gonna.
Oh, one moment here, Noel. Let me start the recording first. Yeah, you may proceed.
Good afternoon. Today our group would present the system planning, which is under feasibility study. So the agenda for today is cost summary, and secondly benefits summary, and last economic feasibility summary. So the introduction is this is the feasibility study of our implementation of the new bus ticketing system for 20 speed bus sales counters around Sabah.
So meaning you will implement the new bus ticketing system in 20 locations. Okay, sales counter across Sabah. So are you also talking about replacing the current hardware? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will all these sales counter connected? I mean, one server.
That the servers haven't decided we should use cloud rental or we should use physical. So
Oh, okay. If you want to make the ticketing system is centralized, meaning the 20 sales counter, they can look at the same, they can access the same database and so on, then you need to have a one server. Okay, so
using one server, then using a cloud server is better than just a physical one, right?
physical one, also no problem, since you are assuming that for speed bus you have your own IT department, or if you all are going for more because for cloud base, if you choose the pay as you use, it might be cheaper and no maintenance is needed, and there's no need for you to purchase any hardware like purchase server. But then if it's not cloud-based, then you need to purchase your own server, and then there should be maintenance, yearly maintenance for your server lah, kan? So you need to decide on this already lah. Since you from your introduction, I can see it's for 20 sales counter. 20 sales counter will be using the bus ticketing system. All right, something for you all to decide, yeah. Continue.
So I deliver my presentation to Farah.
Okay. Yeah. Cost summary. Can you see the slide?
Yes, I can see.
Okay. Today we are going to present about the course summary. But since like as Kelvin mentioned, we didn't actually haven't decided yet about the cloud server and the physical server. I just for this temporary moment, I just put the physical server lah. So okay. The course summary. The bus ticketing system. Actually, uh, everything was not up to date until now. So we, the IT department, would like to improve the hardware and the software for the ticketing system in order for this company to have a good enhancement and capability for the system in within the next 5 or more years ahead. So in the process, we have list things that need to change or add in the speed bus company, which is the hardware, server, PC component, and server rack, and the software, which is the Windows Server. So this is the description for the hardware. The first hardware will be the Drobo that has a 12 bay storage and NAS storage. It supports HDD and SSD. And the
Error,
next,
this storage array is for what?
it's for the server.
For the server. How
Yeah.
many server that you're looking at?
How many server? Actually, I'm not sure about this, but
We haven't discussed.
yeah,
Or belum discussed?
yeah,
Because,
the amount we haven't discussed.
if I look, if this is your server and then times 20, if times 20 means you have 20 servers. 20 servers for each of the sales counters. So meaning, are you saying that for each of the sales counter, they will have their own server, but then again, the database, where will you set the database? It should be centralized.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
So I suggest you all to change this, make it centralized. All right.
Okay.
So continue with the. So I think the next one, the hard disk is also meant for the server, kan?
Yeah, this one is for the server lah, the storage.
So in that case, proceed with the next one.
So the next one will be the PC component, which is the desktop. We use for the HP Pavilion desktop because it has the Windows. It already has a Windows 10 Home 64-bit AMD Ryzen processor, which is very good for processing unit. And then another one is the 8 gig RAM, because if we want the stuff to get a better working with a good RAM. And then
Yeah, I can see here it's 460 units. How do you allocate for the 20 sales counter?
Each sales counter has eight,
eight,
eight sales
I
stuff.
think, yeah, 8 cells.
8 means Speedbus is quite big. Once imagine one in Sandakan ada 8 counter.
Oh, yeah.
8
Might be too-
counter
might-
with
might be too
8
exaggerated.
and then we with 8 staff, correct? 8 darab 20 berapa
Yeah.
lah tu?
Yeah, I think it might be too big. We are
Doesn't tally with your scope sudah.
Huh?
So okay. Since you already have the what is this? The CPU, the system unit, and the monitor. You decide one more time. In the perhaps in the in KK, the HQ, you can allocate extra lah. Okay, how many how many people will be in charge of taking the ticket reservation, entering of the ticket reservation into the system, and in each of the other sales counter, how many? Okay, is it 3 enough, 2 enough, 4 enough? It depends. Yeah, it depends on the size of speed bus and also your whether the cost and benefit can be somehow make it feasible lah. Okay, so
Do we
whole
need do we need to write down the how we distribute the number of units?
of course, like here when you put just 160 unit kan, then my first question, berapa komputer mau beli 160, so which sales counter get how many units?
Oh.
Faham kan?
We can
Exactly.
still we can still reduce the number, right? Just because.
Of course. So the main important thing is after the presentation, okay, you do the correction and you compile the improved version into your final report. Okay, you still get marks for your final report. So for final reports, every week I give you comments, you improve, okay, and then compile everything into one final report. That's why every week we have presentation.
Okay.
Okay, so go to the next slide.
The next slide, I think is the keyboard and mouse in one set, and next the server rack.
So this one need to be modified appropriately lah kan? Like
Yeah.
just now. Okay,
Yeah.
continue.
So the software will be the Microsoft Windows Server Standard version
Ini
edition.
mau ini kan mau ambil rotan already. You look at the price of the Windows Server, you want to buy 160 unit.
Actually, 1 unit, but maybe we a bit
Sepatutnya only
calculated.
1 unit Mau rotan sudah nih. The three of you kan, you didn't see this one, 160 unit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, like what Kelvin asked earlier, you decide if you want, since you have your own IT department, you can purchase the server, right? Only one server lah. Okay, one server, and then don't forget your connection because the sales counter need to be connected to your KK office, and then but then if you do not want to have your own local server, means you can opt for the cloud base, but then here you need to search lah. Okay, which one is better for speed bus? Perhaps the use as you pay, the one use as you pay. Then the hardware, the maintenance of the hardware, the software, everything. That means the operating system of the machine will be maintained by the provider lah. So you decide. Okay.
This if we got one centralized one centralized server, do we need to buy? Do we still need to buy more units for it? Still need to buy software for each PC?
No. Each PC just need the Windows OS lah. Not the Windows Server OS.
Do they automatically get that, or do we have to?
Tunggu Farah, can you go to the previous slide? Like I see. Next.
Included. Oh, it's
Okay,
included.
I can see for the HP Pavilion, it comes with Windows 10 Home. But then if you want to ask for my suggestion, you need to change Home to Business. So in this case, the price is 2216.45. Look for the upgrade for business. How much is it? Okay, because for business, we should not use Home. So in this case, each of the what was the question by Kelvin just now? If you have like, okay, I follow your story, 160 units can means only one server and 160 system unit are already pre-installed with this, means it's included in the price.
So we don't need to put in the things. But we might, but we we might choose to.
Only one Windows Server OS kan?
Then
Ah.
can we still can we just do we need like the Windows, like no, like Microsoft software also need to buy?
No need to include
The coding software,
coding software. You just assume that your IT department you already have the software, or you're using open source IDE and so on. But then if you want to buy, then you can add on. You need to look at if your cost is higher than your benefits, then I will reject your proposal. So no need to add in cost if it will make the proposed new system economically not feasible. Okay.
Yeah, the current problem is we cannot find enough thing to put in the cost, I think.
Oh, to put in the cost.
Yeah, we don't know how many types. We're not sure which one is okay, which one is
Ataupun your
not
benefit is the calculation is wrong.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I think last night I checked a look. I saw average ticket is 61 ringgit. Average mahal juga. The ticket to paling jauh from KK to Tawau Sandakan is the okay, and then if it, KK to Papar or KK to Kimanis, KK to Kiningau, what is the price? Are you sure the average is really 61 ringgit?
Packet to Sandakan, I'm not sure.
Itulah. So if you see that your cost is too small, okay, compared to your benefit, then take a look at your benefit also. Okay. Anyhow, as long as it's how to say, benefit outweighs the cost, then it should be okay. No wonder you add until 160 lah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it already.
We still not that good at this part.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. Because this is the first time for you all to do budgeting, kan? Don't worry.
Yeah.
Continue.
That's one.
Yeah, we still
Yeah.
we still haven't.
You all are hired. You all are working in the IT department for Speedbus. You are paid with your monthly salary. You still want to get some money from this project? It's not logic.
Does our monthly salary count towards it?
No. Yeah, so that the monthly salary, okay, and then that's your job.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Or if you want to add in, perhaps like if the time is like you need to develop it within half a year, 7 months begitu, and then you need to take care of overtime. Okay, overtime for the programmers. Normally, those with a degree qualification, we are not entitled to overtime. Like lecturer, we don't have overtime. But then for those clerk level, operational level, they can get overtime pay. Okay, it like you need to complete it within the time allocation. So you need to tell me like if your development year 0, you want to target finish in 8 months. So you don't want to hire additional programmer, then you can add in overtime lah. Overtime for programmer, not for SA.
I understand.
Ataupun if not overtime, instead of you really maximizing your programmer work, perhaps you can consider hiring one additional programmer.
Or there also can personnel.
Salary for one additional programmer if, like what I mentioned, your storyline is you need to complete this within and then in the IT department you only have like 3 software developer, you need something like that. Or if you want, if you have agreed on having to maintain your own server, and then say you want to hire someone to do the what do you call that? Someone capable for the server maintenance. All right. Yeah, for the to do maintenance, then you can add on to the personnel lah. Or if the maintenance is done by, say, you purchase the server from this vendor and then the PC from this vendor, then you can add the maintenance costs. Here we're talking about hardware maintenance. Hardware maintenance costs every year lah, year 1 until year 5, like that. Because someone need to do the maintenance. If the vendor say, oh, we for the year 0, the first 3 months free, but then the following year we start charging you maintenance fee if you want us to do the maintenance for you. So that is another cost to consider.
Maintenance.
Hardware maintenance.
Can we say electricity cost also?
That one is utility. Boleh? Utility. Like if you maintain your own server, you need to have air conditioning room. Okay, at least 2 sets of commercial quality, bukan home punya aircon. One switch on in the morning and another one switch on in the at night, something like that. That one is under utility. And remember, I show you the diploma student work. They even calculate the electricity cost.
Oh, yeah, I
operational cost. Operational cost.
I see.
Okay, any more under cost?
I think. Wait, let me check. Where's my mouse? This one, the personnel.
Yeah. I also, this training, I'm not sure the price also. I just put in
500 per employee to learn. Mahalnya.
I also got Also mahal, right?
The
I don't
example
know, I don't know.
showed you last week was 15 ringgit per head. Itu pun to print out the material and also for lunch, not lunch, refreshment. 80,000 for the training. Oh my goodness.
I know. I'm not sure about my research. I just put in random number only.
I think you all need to look at my previous video lah kan, the how the diploma student they charge the training.
You got put the video of the. I didn't.
Because I think you haven't accepted the invitation kan. Kalau ada accept the invitation, you go back to your Google Calendar at the event, the videos are attached there automatically.
Okay.
And then train 160 employees, meaning throughout the 20 sales counter, wah, berapa orang just to handle ticket reservation?
I think we should just reduce. We should reduce the number.
Yeah.
And then but the employees, we can still keep them in. Maybe they do rotation or something, or they just split job like that.
Quit job?
No, split.
Split.
Oh, split job?
Yeah,
Berapa besar? Now you tell me berapa besar is your speed bus company?
20 branches for a while.
20 branches, but then in each branches, how many? Okay, exclude those in the admin, the general staff. Only those employee who needs to use the bus ticketing system. Itu saja.
Oh, then we did. Then we just then we can still do, just make them do shifts only lah. Like one employee do
Shift?
6 hour. One employee do 8 hour or 6 hour like that, and then
Kalau
they just
begitu, their salary is normally kalau monthly salary, okay, people work for 8 hours.
Oh yeah, very short.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess you'll need to do another meeting on this part lah. Besides training, any more?
Besides training, I think that's all from me lah, from us lah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, continue with the next one.
The next one, I think I should stop. How to? Okay. Oh.
Who's done?
You will do the benefits.
Okay. So the benefits is, there are two types of benefits, which is the tangible benefits and intangible benefits. So under tangible benefits, there are three, which is increased sales, reduced staff, and error cost reduction. Whereas in the intangible benefits, they are improved company image.
Okay, continue. Can you go straight to the numbers? I want to see the numbers.
No. So the new bus ticketing system will reduce the processing time of each ticket order. And so, okay, basically, if long queue, the customer will likely to leave to other bus company. So in the current system, they are the sales staff only manage to receive 40% of the orders based on the whole queue. But if the new proposed system, it will obtain 90% of the orders from the queue. So the original number is 72,000 number of customers, and the average ticket price is 61. So 90% of the orders will be equal to 3,952,800 compared to
Means around 6,000 passenger lah, is it? Per month?
6,000.
6,000 customer passenger. And then how many bus do you have? Is 6,000, and then various bus route. Is it under or over?
Which one?
6,000 per month.
Oh, this one, the average.
Average.
Oh, yeah. So each day is 200.
200 split. You have 20 sales kan? Okay, boleh. Continue.
So the difference is 2,196,000. So can continue.
May I know how do you get the average ticket is 61 ringgit?
Oh, there's
What
a,
is your cheapest ticket and from where to where, and the most expensive ticket from where to where?
so this is the one website from here.
Okay.
So basically, I add these 5 numbers all together. So total is 300. So divide by 5 equals to 61.2. So I
This one is from where to where?
don't know. You said Sabah,
Uh-huh.
Kota Kinabalu. So
Sabah to Kota.
yeah, so don't understand this. But this is the only website lah I can find.
Tapi if you look for the bus operator, their fee start from 20 ringgit, meaning this is for them, right? It depends on the destination. Like Tungma, I believe this is a long distance, like going to Sandakan and Tawau begitu. So that's why their fare is at least 71 ringgit. And then the Bumimas, perhaps it's they don't cater for the long distance. I'm not sure. So I want you to check like go back to your scope. Okay, the destination included in speed bus, and then you try to get which destination is the cheapest. Okay, which destination is the most expensive, and get the average from there. Can you do that?
So we have to make our own calculation.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because this one is they compare between these buses, but then this is their fare, the starting fare. Okay, and then if you look at Bumimas, why 20 ringgit from where to where? Okay, the coverage, the destination are definitely not the same lah. All right, try to find the shortest distance bus ticket berapa, and then if you need to change your destination in your first presentation, then make the changes.
Okay.
Okay, new.
So the second tangible benefits is reduced staff. So originally there are 10 sales staff in each branch, and there are 20 sales branch around Sabah. So if we calculate the total salary each month, yeah, equal to 2,000, 200, 600,000. So with the new bus ticketing system, they are reduced 2 sales staff and they are 8 sales staff. So equals to 208,000. And the difference is 52,000 yearly. I think I did a mistake.
So I can see already at sales staff based on the earlier question. I'm not sure whether you still want to maintain with add staff, so you decide. And
We
then,
can still cut further. We can still cut further, right?
So must tally lah. So now I understand why 160.
Yeah, based on this.
Okay. And then I want to know why 1,300.
Because the minimum wage is like 1,100. So which is like almost the same than the
Okay,
average.
you put that in your what do you call
reference.
a justification?
Oh,
The minimum wage is and then speed bus salary, meaning put in the reference. Okay, continue.
so the last is error cost reduction. So originally, there are 50,000 entries every year, and there are 30% error rate. So this equals to 15,000 errors. So for each errors, we assume that uh, rectification cost is 5 ringgit. So equals to 75,000 ringgit.
Yeah, before that, Noel, in your previous presentation, the problem or issue with the current bus ticketing system, did you all mention about existing system? One of the reason of system request is the existing system, is it?
Oh, yeah.
The existing system.
Is it mentioned in the reason of system request?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, you double check on that and then make sure in the reason of system requests, when you explain the existing system, talk about the errors, what kind of errors, okay, why up to like a 30% error rate, okay, I want the story to tally lah, okay, and then
we need to talk about why 30%.
the
Or do we
30%, because need to check what kind of error that the current user always face using the old system. Okay, well, then it will more or less justify why the error rate is up to 30%. And then why is it 5 ringgit for every one error? Why it's 5 ringgit? Is it deduct from the salary of the worker or based on the ticket being sold? But then your average ticket price is 71 ringgit. Berapa? 61 ringgit.
Then can also the 10%. Can we? I'm not sure how to get how we supposed to describe how we get 10%. Reduce to 10%.
So I'm very interested to know that. Why it's 10% error rate. I'm interested to know that. And also the 5 ringgit. Why 5 ringgit? Is it tolak from the gaji?
Is it
5 ringgit?
Is it possible to make it just
Or
zero?
compensation? You pay 5 ringgit per compensation for the
for the worker,
customer.
for the customer go wrong place like that.
Customer go wrong place mana boleh. Or end up printing the wrong ticket begitu.
They print
The
wrong
cost
ticket
for one ticket
customer.
printing is 5 ringgit.
No. Maybe just compensation, like law. Maybe
5 ringgit. Next voucher. next ticket. Price
they
reduction.
need to apologize by giving them voucher. Like that.
That's what I'm interested to know.
Like that.
Okay, 30%, 30%, and then why it is reduced to 10%? Okay, I can see effort there, but I can see things to be improved lah. Okay.
The problem with this is explanation. We need to explain.
Yes.
Can
Okay.
we just make it zero, reduce to 0%? Assume.
Tak boleh. Tak boleh. Susah. Kalau 0%, wow, I want to hire you, you know.
Yeah. Never mind. Because still got human error and stuff.
Yeah, human error, ataupun sometimes there's a major power failure and then the system is not in operation, and for 1 hour the company lost how much. So that can be another type of cost. It depends. Okay, so for yours is a human error, right? perhaps during the entering of the ticket details. Okay. Any more?
Just last one more.
Okay, okay.
So this is the intangible benefits, which is the improved company image. So each year, the customer count will increase by 3%. And this is the potential revenue received into convert into monetary value.
Okay, I think this one is clear enough. But then not to add in the year zeros and the 4 million kata.
Yeah, that's the original.
No need to add in the year zero in the budget lah, because year zero means still using the old system, but then for the cost and benefit, it's for the new system. Let me show you. Let me see your final table.
So this one, the first year is the
Okay,
increase.
okay. Yeah, it's zero. Okay, good.
Yeah, so the first year is 131,760, then all the way up to 148,291.
Okay, this is very clear. No comment. Next.
Oh yeah, finish already.
How about the summary?
We can't do summary without finishing
Tapi,
the.
so from this, make sure you finalize everything, and then I want to see that the total benefit outweigh the cost, so that you can say that it is feasible in terms of economic to develop the new bus ticketing system for speed bus. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It's almost 4 already.
Oh, yeah, miss the do we need a set number? Do we need a minimum number of costs?
No. Only the benefit you have
Oh.
4 kan. Cost no need.
Cost. Oh, okay. That's my main problem. Trying to think of more costs to do.
So because over there macam you add in berapa employee 160 all those I think this Saturday you need to your group need to discuss more lah, or through the Google Doc or what. Okay, you still can work this one out.
Yeah, is there a minimum you want for the
Cost?
Yeah.
No. As long as benefit is more than cost.
No, I mean the number of costs, number of type
No,
of costs.
tak ada. The category of cost, no.
Okay lah. Then should be less problem because no need to fill in.
Yeah. No. The most important thing is your storyline Mas Telly.
Okay lah. Okay, understand.
Okay. It's like few more minutes, 6 more minutes to 4.
Oh yeah. Then we cannot. Then.
I still need to give you in class marks. Any one of you need to go somewhere? No, So 30 minutes. We continue, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Because I already foresee that for the economic feasibility, it will take time already foresee because of the cost and benefit. It's not easy to do. Okay,
Yeah.
next week will be much more faster. Okay, let me present my screen. The briefing first.
Okay.
missed the audio.
Okay, thank you. For next week, it's system analysis, fact gathering. Two things. One is the interview question. Another one is the questionnaire. For interview question, minimum is 5. Okay, minimum is 5, up to 7 questions that you will use during your interview session with the end user. So I want to know who will you be interviewing. Okay, is it the manager of SpeedPass or is it the end user? Kalau there's a problem with the existing system, so I suggest the end user themselves, the entry clerk or the
Staff.
in charge of the reservation. Okay, and then your objective is you need to understand the current system. Your interview question is about understanding the current system and also to get the user requirement. So this is the main objective of your interview question. Okay, these two lah. These two.
So the main target should be the employee using the thing in the counter.
Because I need to look back at your system request lah. If one of your system request, the reason of your system request is the top management directive, then I think you need to interview the top management also.
I know, but the question might not be the same for staff and the manager. So I don't know how to put the questionnaire. Do we only have one list of questions?
So therefore, I will always go back to your objective. Okay, your objective, who you want to interview. Okay, let me see your previous. Is it in week 2? I think it's in week 3, right? Is it? Yeah, preliminary investigation. Request. In this case, okay, there's a problem with the system, ada error, and then the user themselves request. Then confirm already you interview the yes. Okay, let me see. Then your question should be about this. You need to find out about what's the problem with the existing system, and then ask them to explain about what they need, and then perhaps you can also include this thing lah. Okay, this is to understand what's happening. So, and then kalau quality information, you can ask the user. Or in this case, you can ask what kind of report, what kind of info that they need, because here you mentioned it is incomplete. And then performance are definitely this one related to the interview question also, because they asked for this, right? Okay, now it's clear already. Okay, so I want to see your objective lah. From here, number 1 would be to understand the current system, and second, to find out the problem lah faced by the user, correct? Or to find out the user's requirement. But then in this case, since the existing system got problem, then you can ask them to you can create a question focusing on that one. Or if you focus on getting the user requirement, then you put that in your objective. Up to you. Okay, only 5 to 7 interview question. So for today in classwork, I want to see 5 example of interview question for today in classwork. But then you can add 2 more for next week. For questionnaire, I want to see a sample set of questionnaire. Normally, a questionnaire it will be similar to the interview lah. Like for example, you won't be able to interview all 160 staff if you still maintain the 160 staff lah. So the rest you can distribute the questionnaire, and then it should be relevant lah. Okay. Minimum add question. So add question in the questionnaire, and then 6 should be open-ended, and then 2 close-ended question. Okay, so for today in class work, show me enough time ka? For today, just give me 5 open and 1 close lah. Okay, 5 open-ended and 1 close-ended question. Just for the today's in class work.
Any objective also?
The objective to the selected objective will be similar. Similar. Okay, and do you all want to see example?
Okay.
Mana? This one is a little bit different. So you need to explain to me a bit about your interview session. Okay. And tell me who's your target, who will be your interviewee. Okay, for them, they include all this. And then they have all this, they have different objective. Yeah, so the first objective is to understand the current system, and to understand the current system, these are their questions. And then for each of the question, during the presentation next week, I want you to include the explanation. So that I will know that the question that you have designed is appropriate. Okay.
If each question must have explanation.
Yeah, if you cannot even explain why you add in the question, means the question is not suitable. That means there's no purpose of asking that question. Okay, so make sure the question refers to the objective. Okay, like to understand the current system. Okay. And then this one is the second objective is to find the user, to get the user's requirement, right? Okay, so they put it under this. Okay, these are the questions. For them, they need to give me 10 questions. But then for yours, minimum 5, right? Maximum 7. And then you'll no need to do interview plan, so you can ignore this. The interview plan we covered in our tutorial, by the way. For the questionnaire, you'll need to create 6 plus 2. 6 open and then 2 close, is it? Where was it already? Yeah, 6 open, 2 close. But then for the diploma student, it's the other way around, because normally in a questionnaire we go for close-ended. Okay. This is a proper questionnaire form lah. Okay, a proper questionnaire form. All right, 2 pages. They have 10 questions, but then for yours only add the okay example of questionnaire. Like it should be similar. If you look here, this is understanding the current system. Okay, all these are close-ended. Close-ended, the options, the answer are already the user just need to stick or select, and you must provide them a proper instruction. Okay, this one also. Okay, a proper one. And then you need to split the open close question. This is the open-ended question with the instruction. For them, they only need to come up with 2 open-ended. For yours, you need to come up with 6, right? But then for today in classwork, try to think of 5 open-ended questions that you can add into your questionnaire, and then one close-ended lah. Okay, and then you already know that questionnaire is you can remain the respondent can remain anonymous. And it would help if for your next week presentation, you explain the questions that you include in the questionnaire so that it will justify why you add in the question into the questionnaire. Okay, these are the examples. Yeah, that's about it. So now the time is 6 minutes. How long should I give you? You just put in the chat box, when you're ready. And in classwork, I believe it's here already. You just put in here, okay? So I'll wait for you.
Okay.
Similar lah. It can be similar. Because the objectives are the same, right?
It's okay.
All right. Can you show your screen? Okay. So your objectives are
Uh, should we read up?
yeah, you present for me.
So the first objective is to discover the problems faced by the user when using the existing bus ticketing system. And secondly, to identify solutions to make improvements on the current system.
Identify solution. Are you saying that at the end of the interview, you will have the solutions already?
We just we make them we ask them for solutions, and then we can collect which one is the most popular suggested those things.
Which question that you ask for solution?
The list the desired.
Interview question. That is a questionnaire, but I don't see in the interview.
The interview
Oh,
is this one.
talking one. Oh, right. Oops.
What feature
Yeah.
would you like? This is not asking the user for solution, yeah? This is asking for their requirements. Okay, so I think you can change the objective.
Identify the requirements.
Yes,
User requirements.
yeah, user requirements. If I remember, you want to replace the existing system, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, instead of to make improvement on the current system, and then user requirements for the proposed new bus ticketing system.
So this one.
Yeah, not to improve the current system. This is requirements for the proposed new bus ticketing system. For the proposed new bus ticketing system. Okay, so meaning these are your two objectives, and make sure for your interview as well as for your questionnaire, you have questions that fulfill your two objectives. Okay, the only difference would be interview will be a face-to-face based kind of asking question, but then for questionnaire, you will give them a set of questions from where the respondent themselves need to answer. Okay, it's not a face-to-face. Okay. Discover problem faced by user in your interview question. You are referring to question number
3. This one.
number 3. How about the rest of the interview questions? What's the purpose of you to answer that? For you to ask the question.
Question 3.
We get the data on how long they usually take, how long they usually take to process the customer. Then we
Basically,
can compare with other places and see
other places.
how slow
Compare with
is
other
it compared.
places. You're my SA working at speed bus. Okay. Remember that for interview questions, they are supposed to be open-ended question. Okay. Can you confirm to me that all 6 questions there are open-ended? Questionnaire, not questionnaire, the interview.
Not too open. Most of them are just how long, how often.
So meaning salah already.
This doesn't count as interview.
Normally, interview we use open-ended.
How does it? How is it? Is it like how old are you? What's your name, like that kind?
Kalau the
What's your
first question boleh lah. First question.
how old are you?
No lah. How long have you been using the system? Because the reason is that need to find out whether the staff is experienced staff. Okay, so if they have been using the system for almost 5 years, then you need to really pay close attention to his feedback. Okay, so if the staff say, oh, I've just joined last year, so I use less than 1 year. So in that case, perhaps when you ask him whether you have any requirements for the new system, he might not be able to give like give better ideas. So from here, the first question, yeah, it's applicable, but then not for all. Like how long does a single ticket order usually take? 10 minutes. Okay, next question. How often do you encounter the issue? 1 or 2 times per week. Next. So this is not a good interview question. Okay, so for next week, you want to use how long have you been using the current system? Current ticketing system lah. Make sure you get the name of the system consistent throughout your questions, and that one should be the first question. Okay, the interview question should be in order. Which question you will ask first, and then in smooth order. So please change your interview questions to open-ended, and make sure the questions are able to understand the existing bus ticketing system problem, and also to get their requirements. Okay, how about the questionnaire? Five, are these open-ended?
Yeah, I think so. The
The first one, no.
Oh,
How often, no. What is the no? Least common problem, this one, okay. Least desired feature, okay. How often do you encounter? This one is close-ended. For the requirement, you need to come up with 6 open-ended question. Over there, okay, let me go in. Open questionnaire. Oh, I know you follow from the, I can see from the case study assignment. Can you change it to open-ended questions? The open questionnaires, change it to open-ended question. Much more easier, because in one questionnaire, you can have a series of questions where it can be an open-ended or closed-ended question. Change questionnaire to questions. Okay. Open-ended questions with S.
quite hard to think about open-ended questions.
Yeah, that's why I'm very surprised why this time they ask for more open-ended. Just now,
Close-ended very easy, right?
yeah, for questionnaire, yes, because normally why people use questionnaire, because it's simple and sweet. In one page or 2 pages, we can get the respondent to answer very
Yeah,
fast.
I think respondent will not answer all these open-ended questions.
Yes, 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 yes.
Some more
Only for
they
our case study, you have to give me 6. Only for this.
why?
Imagine you send this questionnaire to the 160 staff.
I
How many do you think they will return?
10% only fill in.
Yeah lah. Again, hopefully this one will help you to remember. Kalau questionnaire, we go for more close-ended. Just follow our case study lah. Okay.
Yeah.
How about your close-ended question?
Anything really anything I just said. How long? That.
How long have you been using the instead of that one, perhaps something similar with number 2. Number 2 is to find whether they're satisfied or not. Okay. One more lah. Replace question number 2. Number 1. In a scale of 1 to 10, I think 1 to 10 is quite difficult, right? How about 1 to 5? And then you need to explain 1 is what, 5 is what. Okay.
In the question.
Yeah. Remember for questionnaire, you need to design the questionnaire with the proper heading, okay, instruction, separation between the 2 type of question and so on. You can refer to the online reference that I add for you lah. Preferred language, no, out. No. Remember what's your objective, Calvin? Number 1, to find out apa sudah tu? Can you scroll up? To find out I want to see the objective. To discover problem, and then want to identify user requirement. You don't ask them what language they prefer. Tiada kaitan. Okay, so go back to the objective. Okay, so let me present my screen. It's already 4:35. Oops, I forgot to record the meeting. Okay, so for the okay, I add in the references, right, for interview and questionnaire, so you can see sample of questionnaire and then read what's the examples of open-ended questions. Okay, sample questionnaire. But then what you see would be mostly close-ended lah. For the open-ended is something like for opinion and comment. Okay, here identify the problems, but then you need to come up with 6, right? 6, and then just now Noel asked me whether this question can be the same. Yes. Question can be the same, but remember, one is you use for interview, face-to-face session, and then another question, and then for the questionnaire, it's meant for the respondent to answer lah. So it can be similar, right? Sample question for questionnaire, there's also sample question. So you need to design a proper questionnaire lah. Okay, a proper questionnaire. Okay, a proper questionnaire. Choosing interview question. This one is developing interview question. You can read on. Okay. Let me see. As for the students, for presentation already explained just now. You need to explain. You need to explain the question in order for you to justify lah.
Quite hard for the open-ended to justify.
Open-ended. Let me see what do they have. Depends on the what is it? The objective. This is open-ended.
We can still change the objective to make them make a range for question that long bigger.
Oh, mana boleh, because you are developing. It should be relevant to your case study because you are developing a new bus ticketing system. You won't be able to develop the new bus ticketing system if you don't fulfill the proper objective. Okay, let me show you the assignment, the interview. What's the interview question? Okay. This is how they rephrase their question. Are you satisfied with the current ISC's, the inventory and stock control system, and why?
Oh, and why? I know. I see already. Just add the last line on that.
Not necessary. Tengok, what are your opinions, benefits, drawbacks? Okay, tell us the problem or errors that you have encountered. This is open. What is the one improvement that you hope to see? Again, what's your objective already? To find out the problem and also to identify user requirement. Okay. So you need to select appropriate question. What new features that you would like to suggest to be implemented? They can get 10 questions here for the open-ended question. This one is close-ended. This one is close-ended. This one is open-ended. Okay. They explain to me what is their scope and then what they want to get from the interview. And then the inventory, stock and control system, they use a short form ISC. So I want you all to use the same standardized name. I don't want in one question is current system and then another question is ticketing system and then another question is a bus ticketing system. Make it standardized, yeah? And tell me who will be the interviewee, and for questionnaire, tell me who will be the respondent. Okay, so for the COVID-19, you can mention this, okay, online method. And for the questionnaire, you can mention that here for them it's by email. Questionnaire means they are not printing out this questionnaire form. Okay. Then before we end our class, okay, for today you fulfill the in-class work. Okay. I give you 5. But then for today's presentation, I give you 6 for the content because for the good you must address all, almost all. But then
yeah, one week's impossible, I think.
Okay. And then some more it's Chinese New Year lagi during
yeah,
the week.
No holiday mood.
Tidak apa, make it one the only one. Okay, and then the presentation, because some are not logically not logic.
Yeah, we didn't think this.
So far up to 1 to 3 weeks, you have 53 marks already lah. Okay, so let me save this. I guess we are done for today. Again, it's almost 5. I wonder how the KL and other branches handle their tutorial. They have like hundreds of students, and I only have one student, one group. I wonder how.
Many members, so like easy
Yeah.
for research. I think.
Easy for research, but then to give like feedback for every presentation need time, right?
Yeah.
And yet this one
Then
online.
Yeah,
then
it seems impossible. Maybe they split.
then,
Maybe they do
then
in
you all are
tutorial.
very lucky because you all have me for the past 1 hour and plus for your practical.
I don't think 1 hour is enough for so many of them.
Kan betul kan?
Maybe they just write and then the teacher mark later. Don't need presentation.
I guess for KL students, they are more independent. Okay, you have done or you have not done. Okay, and that's it. And then I'm not sure how they will write their report. So they need to be more independent. Okay, good thing that you study here in Sabah. Any one of your oh yeah, any of your courses required to go back to campus face to face? Adakah?
No, not so far.
No.
No, I guess it's only for the hotel management because they need to do their kitchen training and also the housekeeping. Yeah, housekeeping. Okay, so that's all for today. Good job. So I'll see you Monday.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. Thank you, Miss.
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Welcome.